जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांगो गंधर्विका गिरिधारी जी की जय। जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांगो श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन पंचतत्त्वात्मक श्री गौर हरि की जय। जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांगो श्री श्री राधा नयननाथ जी की जय। जय श्री गौर नित्यानंद प्रभु की जय। जय श्री जगन्नाथ देव की जय। जय नित्यलीला परिष्ठ ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस तत्र सचिशिला भक्ति वल्लभ तीर्थ गोसाई महाराज की जय। जय नित्यलीला परिष्ठ ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस तत्र सचिशिला भक्ति दैत माधव गोसाई महाराज की जय। जय नित्यलीला परिष्ठ ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस तत्र सचिशिला भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोसाई प्रभुपाद की जय। जय परमहंस शिल गौर किशोर दास बाबा जी महाराज की जय। जय शिशिल सच्चिदानंद भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर की जय। जय वैष्णव सार्वभौम शिला जगन्नाथ दास बाबा जी महाराज की जय। जय श्री रूपानुग गुरुवरे की जय। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्री वसदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। जय श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपी गो गोवर्धन वृंदावन श्री राधा कुंद श्याम कुंदात्मक श्री ब्रज मंदिर की जय। जय श्री नवद्वीप धाम की जय। जय श्री पुरुषोत्तम धाम की जय। जय श्री बलदेव सुभद्रा जगन्नाथ श्री सुदर्शन चक्र जीव की जय। जय श्री वृंदा देवी तुलसी देवी की जय। जय सर्व विघ्न विनाशनकारी श्री नृसिंह देव की जय। जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। जय समागत भक्त वृंद की जय। जय श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। गौर परमानंदे हरि बोल। वंदे हम श्री गुरो श्री जुता पदकमला श्री गुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hari Bol, 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 Hari Bol. We are hearing about Nrisingha Bhagavan. There will be Nrisingha Chaturdashi soon. So we started and we heard Hiranyakashipu did tapasya and got all boons. Then demigods were disturbed. Then Brahma gave him all boons. Then he was oppressing everyone. Then demigods went to Vishnu and he said, yes, I will come. When? He will disturb my pure devotee Prahlad Maharaj. And Yudhishthir Maharaj asked Narad, why Hiranyakashipu gave suffering to Prahlad, his own son? So then now next chapter, Narada said, the demons headed by Hiranyakashipu accepted powerful Shukracharya as their priest for ritualistic ceremonies. Shukracharya's two sons, Sanda and Tamarka, lived in Hiranyakashipu's palace. Teaching other boys born of the demons, they also taught Prahlad, who was already knowledgeable of politics, but was sent to them by the king. Here our Gurudev told this is not politics, but Naya Kobidam means niti, that ethics, proper behavior. And because Shukracharya was doing tapasya in the forest that time, so Hiranyakashipu thought, for my very young son, this Sanda and Tamarka will be sufficient. They're sons of Shukracharya and they're living near in the palace, so he sent them there. He sent Prahlad there. Prahlad did not consider the political philosophy he heard and recited, which was taught by the teachers, to be proper. It depended on thinking in terms of duality of oneself and others. Our Gurudev told he was hearing and also replying their questions, but inside his heart he did not accept that teaching, because he was pure devotee and he saw all are coming from Supreme Lord. There is no duality, my country, your country, enemy, friends. This he did not see. So he did not like this, he did not accept. But outwardly, he was not arguing, because he was in school, their teachers, and did not want to disturb anything. But inside did not accept. O King Yudhishthir, once the king of the demons took his son Prahlad on his lap and very affectionately inquired, my dear son, please let me know what you consider to be the best of all subjects. So here this word is important. Ekada asurarat putram ankam aropya pandava prapacha katayam vatsamanate sadhu yad bhavan. What is sadhu? He asked him, because he was thinking, Hiranyakashipu, if I ask any specific question, then maybe he will not be able to reply, then he will be embarrassed. So I will just give general question, what you learned, what you think is good. Sadhu. So, though Prahlad understood what is the intention of Hiranyakashipu, but because now he was in the assembly, in the court of Hiranyakashipu, he thought these people will get wrong impression. They have faith in me and they will get wrong impression what is actually good. So here I will have to speak the truth. Then because he was asked, then he said, Prahlad said, O best of the demons, here Asura Varjo. Asura Varjo means the best of the demons. Our Gurudev said because generally demons, they are not inquisitive, or they are not eager to know what is good. So, but he asked him, what is sadhu? So Prahlad said, you are the best of the demons. I think the best thing in life is that persons whose minds are constantly disturbed by absorption in I and mine should give up the blind well of household life, which degrades the self, and that they should go to the forest and take shelter of the Lord. I'm seeing commentary. So our Gurudev explained, dark well or blind well means where there is no water, so no one goes there. So if you fall in that well, then there is no chance of being rescued. And same way, if you are staying in household life with thinking I and mine, and there is no invitation of sadhus there, then you cannot be rescued. And you are always agitated by absorption in this worldly enjoyments. So I think for such persons, it is good if they give up such attached household life and go to the forest and take shelter of Supreme Lord. Then our Gurudev explained, forest does not mean only like going to forest physically, though in that Satya Yuga that was also possible. But now in Kali Yuga it is not possible. And he told that in Srimad Bhagavatam that verse is there, Banam to Sattvika, no, Sattvika Banam Vasam, means to stay in forest, means to stay in Sattvic Guna, with renunciation of sense enjoyment. In Satya Guna, if you stay, that means staying in the forest and taking shelter of Supreme Lord. So Prahlad said this. Vanam gato yad dharim ashrayeta. You have to take shelter of Hari in the forest. And here also, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur giving very nice point in the commentary. While one is still in the house, one should give up attachment to the blind well, this I and mine, and then go to the forest. Otherwise, even if one goes to the forest physically, one will still take shelter of the blind well. Means he will also have I and mine there. Wherever you go, that will go with you. Or you go Vrindavan or Navadip or anywhere you go. If you keep that, then you will do those things there also. Of course, there is cover of Maya above Dham, so you did not actually enter into Dham, but externally seeing, you are in Dham, but you are doing enjoyment from I and mine conception. So this is important. One of 10 Nama Paradas, also you can remember the 10th one, is already you heard the glories of Harinam, but you are keeping this I and mine, enjoying spirit and property spirit, proprietor spirit, owner, then that is also offense to Harinam. Narad said, on hearing Prahlada's words, which sided with his enemy, the demon laughed. The intelligence of these children has been spoiled by the intelligence of the enemy, means Vishnu. Let the boy be given protection at the school so that his intelligence will not be further influenced by Vaishnavas who may go there in disguise as Brahmanas. He was thinking some Vaishnava came and gave him such instructions, such idea. So the demon priests, calling Prahlad when he was brought back to the school, praised him with sweet, pacifying words, and then inquired from him, Dear boy, good fortune to you. Please speak the truth. Do not lie. How has your intelligence been changed and become different from that of the other boys? Because they were thinking, Sanda and Tamarka, some Vaishnava came, and if we catch that Vaishnava and we bring him to Hiranyakashipu, then he will have no doubts about us and he will be happy with us. So they wanted to know from Prahlad from whom he got this. O best of your family, have the enemies polluted your mind, or did you do this yourself? Please tell us. We are all your teachers and are very eager to hear. Yes, here in commentary, They thought if he gives the name of some Vaishnava, we will identify that person, bring him to the assembly of the king, and beat him. Prahlad said, "Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto the Supreme Lord, whose external energy has created the distinctions of my friend and my enemy. For men of deluded intelligence, which I can see directly now." Our Gurudev here explained that Prahlad was thinking, I heard about Maya before, but I did not see. Now directly I'm seeing how they are speaking about these enemies and friends, material dualities based on body, not seeing that all jivas are coming from same Supreme Lord. So we are all related, interconnected from same source. So there is no enmity and friendship, mine and yours like this. But they're thinking in this way. So here Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is telling, he thought, Prahlad Maharaj thought, these fools cooked in samsara think I'm stupid boy. Then he spoke. Asad grahah means thinking of friend and enemy. The other meaning is a crocodile, graho, which devours persons who have fallen in samsara or asad. That conception has been created by Maya and previously inferred, drishta. Now it is directly perceived by me. You are acting in this way all the time. When the Lord is favorable to a jiva, his animal intelligence. Wait 1 second. When the Lord is favorable to a jiva, his animal intelligence is destroyed. Conceptions of difference between me and others are wrong. This is animal intelligence, not human. Or like Shukadev Goswami said to Parikshit Maharaj, you give up this animal consciousness that you will die. He was there, he said, after 7 days I will die, what I have to do? Then Shukadev Goswami told, this is animal consciousness that you will die. So here in commentary, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur also telling, he answers the question, where does your difference in intelligence come from? When the Lord is favorably inclined, animal intelligence is destroyed. What is that intelligence? He is my enemy. I will kill him. Meaning these distinctions or bhed is wrong. That is animal consciousness. Friends and enemies. This country, that country. So we have to fight. Or these are friend countries, these are enemies countries. So when the Lord is favorably inclined, then this animal consciousness or intelligence is destroyed. Then he's giving a verse from 10th canto. Certainly no secrets are to be kept by saintly personalities who see all others as equal to themselves, who have no conception of mine and another's, and who do not consider who is a friend, who is an enemy, and who is neutral. Means not on bodily platform consciousness or animal consciousness. Because human being you become when you accept dharma. Yes, there is no difference because from the point of view of Atma, all jivas are similar. And from the point of view of the body, all bodies are made of the same 5 elements. So that is makes no sense. But Maya creates such divisions. We are thinking, we are this nation, that is that nation. We have to fight. People with faulty intelligence, thinking in terms of self and others, cannot know Paramatma. And even the followers of the Vedas, such as Brahma, are bewildered about the path to attain him. That Lord has made my intelligence different from yours. Here it is Muhyanti advartme vedavadeno brahmadayo hi esha binati me matim. Yes, maybe some other verse will tell that. Yes, next verse will come. So, here in commentary, the Lord is difficult to understand for people with animal intelligence. Paramatma is defined as he who cannot be approached by persons with faulty intelligence and who think in terms of self and others. But one cannot say that he is easily approached by those who know scriptures. The Norse or the Vedas are also bewildered about the path to attain him, that is Bhakti Yoga. What to speak of you, silly fellows? The Lord has diverted my intelligence. He has made my intelligence different from yours. Prahlad Maharaj is seeing Supreme Lord and all are coming from him. There is no I and mine and you and this on bodily platform. So my intelligence is different from yours because of Supreme Lord's grace. He destroyed that faulty vision. O Brahmana, as iron moves automatically toward the magnet, my consciousness moves on its own towards Vishnu and moves away from your consciousness. In the commentary, what is this difference in intelligence? Just as iron moves on its own towards a magnet, my consciousness moves on its own towards Vishnu and becomes spontaneously different from your consciousness. It does so on its own, not caused by pious karmas, austerity, or charities. The meaning is this. The magnet, by its Shakti, attracts the iron and joins with it. There is no cause or goal in that action. Just as the magnet has its nature of attracting iron, Vishnu has this nature. He is a magnet, he is Krishna, he is all attractive. That is his nature. He is Krishna. And we are Karshna, being attracted. That is by nature. The mind of the devotee becomes attracted to the Lord, controlled by his mercy. Where is my independence in that? That eternal relation is already there. Jivar Surup Hai Krishna Nityadas. And Krishna is Krishna, we are Karshna. So natural devotion is already there. Nitya Siddha Krishna Prema Sadhya Kavanai. You don't need to get it. Sadhya means something to be attained. You don't need to get it from someone. Shravanadi Shuddha Chitte Kore Udoye. When you hear from pure devotee and chant and remember like this, do devotional practice, then that eternally existing devotion to Krishna will manifest in purified heart. Our Gurudev gave this example like iron and magnet, and there is rust on iron. That time you don't see that attraction. But that does not mean that nature is not there. It is there, but there is rust on the iron. So when you remove the rust, then that nature will be manifested. So also Rupa Goswami, this is the original verse, Kriti sadhya bhavet sadhya bhava sadhana vida. Nitya siddhasya bhavasya prakatam hridi sadhyata. What is sadhana bhakti? When you engage your senses in the service of Krishna under the guidance of bona fide Guru, with the view to attain bhav, love of God. That is called sadhana. Sadhana bhakti. And what does this sadhana bhakti do? Nitya siddhasya bhavasya prakatam hridi sadhyata. The attainment of sadhyata, the attainment of sadhana bhakti is that eternally existing Nitya Siddha Bhavasya, that eternally existing love, it will make it manifest in the heart. Nitya Siddhasya Bhavasya, Prakatam Hridi Sadhata. It is not produced. Jiva Goswami told, it is not that something with material something, then you produce. Before it was not existing, now you produce. No. It is eternally existing and it will only manifest by sadhana bhakti. But already devotion is there. So he's telling, I have no independence. That is my nature. And Vishnu's nature is also like this, that he attracts me. So my devotion to him is natural, naisargic. I think here it is. No, not in some another is already there. He spoiled my mind. Narad said, the great soul Prahlad became silent after saying this to the Brahmana. Angry, the king's servant, in great distress, chastised him and spoke. Here we see conditioned soul, they have some self-desire, selfish desire, separate desire. When it is not fulfilled, then they will become angry. Before they were saying, you are very good, Prahlad, you are the best of your dynasty, you are so nice, everything they are praising, flattering. But now, when their desire is not fulfilled, he did not tell them the name of some Vaishnava, then what they will say to the king? So they became angry. Oh, please bring me a stick. This Prahlad is damaging our fame. For such bad intelligence, a cinder in the dynasty of the demons, the fourth method, punishment, is recommended in scripture. In the politics, let me see if they are mentioned here. No, our Gurudev mentioned, they are not mentioned here. Sama Dama Bheda and Danda. No, Sama Dana, Bheda and Danda. If in politics, if you want to bring someone to your side, then you have to use first Sama, like make friendship, like we are same. Then if that does not work, then you have to give some money, some this. And if that still does not work, then you have to divide and rule, make quarrel between them. Then if this also doesn't work, then you have to punish, danda. So they told, for him, for Prahlad, only the fourth method will work. We have to punish him, so bring the stick. A thorn tree has been born in a forest of sandalwood. This boy is the handle of the axe named Vishnu, who wants to cut down the sandalwood forest. Before they were praising, now they are speaking like this. He is the handle of the axe. Axe is Vishnu and he is the handle. He is holding. And he will kill us, the family of demons. So here, the wood of the Varvura tree is famous as an axe handle. So this is the Toran tree. So first they told you are the Toran tree in the forest of sandalwood. Sandalwood forest and one Toran tree means bad, black sheep, our Gurudev said, black sheep of the family. And this Toran tree is like a handle for the axe. The teachers of Prahlad Maharaj threatened him in various ways, tried to teach him books which presented the paths of religion, economic development, and sense gratification. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. After some time, the teacher, understanding that Prahlad Maharaj had learned the subjects of pacifying public leaders, this is Sama, Dana, Bheda, and Danda, appeasing them by giving them lucrative posts, dividing and ruling over them, and punishing them in cases of disobedience, brought him to Hiranyakashipu after he was bathed and decorated by his mother. Because again Prahlad was hearing what they are telling, and when he was asked questions and the examination, he replied everything correctly, but inside his heart he was not accepting. So when they saw that he is replying everything correctly, they thought, let us send him to Hiranyakashipu. He will be happy to hear Prahlad now speaking properly. Yes, here it is. Prahlad, who had learned the subjects worthy of learning, according to them, means the four methods of Sama, Dana, Bheda, and Danda. Welcoming the boy who fell at his feet with blessings, the demon father embraced him for a long time with his arms and felt great happiness. One second, let me see. Here Gurudev told, Padayoh patitam balam pratinandya shishasuraha parisvaja chiram durvam param apa. That, yes, Prahlad Maharaj did Dandavat Pranam to his father. He always respected father, but did not follow his teachings. But he gave respect. Gurudev said we should give respect to superiors, to seniors, and then we will be blessed by them. You will not lose anything by bowing down. He said in Indian culture, it is you have to bow down to parents. O King Yudhishthir, Hiranyakashipu, sitting Prahlad on his lap and smelling his head while moistening him with his tears, spoke to smiling Prahlad. I heard this from Srila Bhakti Kamal Tirtha Maharaj from Hungary. Before I never knew this. He told that this is something by nature in father, that they want to smell the head of son. By nature, automatically they are doing this. He told me he saw many examples like this, and when the child is born, the father has this inclination to smell the head. By Krishna's creation, this is there. I don't know, but I heard. And here Hiranyakashipu did this. He smelled the head of his son. Hiranyakashipu said, my dear son Prahlad, with long life. You should favorably say the excellent knowledge that you have learned from your teacher. So here he used this word gurur, of the guru. So because now Hiranyakashipu, he was more careful. He did not want to ask any general question. He said, what you have learned from your gurus or from guru. Then Prahlad Maharaj again, he understood what Hiranyakashipu is thinking. He's thinking Sanda and Tamarka. But that is not real guru, bona fide guru, Sadguru. And these people here in the assembly, they will misunderstand. And because I was asked, I will tell what is the teaching of real guru, that is Narad Goswami. Prahlad said, if any of the 9 processes of bhakti, hearing, chanting, remembering, menial service, deity worship, offering prayers, servitude, friendship, and offering body and soul, is performed for the Lord by any human without prerequisites, after being offered to Vishnu, that should be considered the highest learning. So this is very famous, everyone knows. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaram, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmanedanam. Iti Punksharpita Vishnu, Bhaktischennavalakshana, Kriyeta Bhagavati Ada Tanmanya Ditam Uttamam. This is the very important word, Punksharpita. One, either it is this devotional form should be surrendered to Vishnu, means should be for his satisfaction, or done by one who is surrendered soul, which is the same thing. Adau Arpita Paschat Kriyeta. Sridhar Swami, the first commentator to Bhagavatam, he told, first you have to surrender, then you do devotional service. Otherwise it will be karma, it will not be devotion. Surrender means you have to accept favorable for devotion, reject unfavorable, thinking Krishna is only maintainer, protector, and that I am his marginal potency, small spark, and everything should be offered for his satisfaction. So if one is surrendered and does the Shravan Kirtan Smaran, then that will be the best, that will be devotion, Vishnu Bhakti. Otherwise, so many can do chanting, can do so many things, but they are not surrendered, that will not be Bhakti, it will be karma. It is not that just anyone says Hare Krishna and now he's already almost in Golka. No, it is not like that. First you have to explain. I am all the time telling this because I learned this from our Gurudev Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and all they said this. Jagadananda Pandit Srila Bhakti Rakshidhar Goswami likes this. Even when doing that Nagar Sankirtan, Radha Krishna bol bolo re sobai, Eishika diya sobna diya pirchaneche gornitai. Then there is that line, Jeep Krishna das ebishwash korleto ar dukhonai. You should know you are eternal servant of Krishna. This faith you should have. So with this faith, you have to chant. Not without faith. With faith, it should be for Krishna. Then that chanting will be proper. Otherwise, to instruct someone to chant, but he's not having faith, then that is one kind of offense to Harinam. Because it will be misused. Like if you throw, in Christianity you have, and also Bhaktivinoda Thakur mentioned, pearls to the swines. They don't know the value, so they will misuse it. Or in India they say if you throw pearl necklace to the monkey also does not know the value, he will tear it up. So that will be misused, and you will be responsible for that. So this is not to be done. First, their faith should be awakened by Harikatha, by Sansukriti, or by your loud chanting. If you loudly chant Harinam for the satisfaction of Krishna, not for entertainment, music, and trying to bring people on the basis of enjoyment, that is not proper Nagar Sankirtan, like doing as a entertainment music performance to attract. No. You have to chant for the service of Krishna, which means devotion. You are doing devotion. Then, if that will awaken faith, which is the first point in devotion, that faith is already in the heart of every living entity. That has to be awakened. So when his faith is awakened, then you can instruct him in the service of Krishna by chanting Harinam. But some are thinking, oh, Maha Mantra is transcendental, so anyhow let them chant it, they will be benefited. But it is not. The Maha Mantra is transcendental if someone is having Namaparat or Namabas even. That will not be real name, and it will be misused. We have to preach devotion to Krishna, not misuse of Krishna. You have to explain everything. Then when that understanding is there and faith is there awakened, then you can instruct. You can find in Harinam Chintamani, you don't believe me, but you will find in Harinam Chintamani, Bhaktivinoda Thakur is speaking about this point. You have to loudly chant. Gaur Govinda Sai Maharaj also told in his books. You have to loudly chant, and with faith, with devotion. Then if that will awaken faith, or by speaking Harikatha, or any way, if that faith will be awakened, then you can tell for chanting. Otherwise it will be offense. When Gaur Govinda Sai Maharaj was explaining this 9th offense, you read it in his book, you will see. So here in the commentary, these two lowest of Brahmanas are not my gurus, Prahlad Maharaj. I have learned only Bhakti from Sri Narad alone. I will speak about Bhakti only. Here means what is Shravanam Kirtanam, that is explained. Punksha Arpita means Bhakti which is offered by men. Punksha Arpita. This indicates that Bhakti can be practiced by anyone without the rules of Varna Ashram. It means any jiva, and thus includes woman. Mention of 9 processes means that when any among the 9 is practiced, it is called Bhakti. Bhakti should be performed directly, not with any prerequisite of jnana or karma. Being offered to the Lord, it is then performed. Yes. Being offered to the Lord, Adau Arpita in Sanskrit. Adau Arpita Paschat Kriyeta. Being offered to the Lord, it is then performed. It is not performed and then offered to the Lord. This is Sridhar Swami's explanation. First commentator to Bhagavatam, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted his commentary. Or there is another meaning. If bhakti, after being offered to the Lord, is performed with the aim of giving Vishnu pleasure, without taking the results for one's own pleasure, which would not be then Anya Bilasita Shunya, then I consider it is Uttama Bhakti. So again, if bhakti, after being offered to the Lord, is performed with the aim of giving Vishnu pleasure without taking the results for one's own pleasure, which would not be then anyabilasita shunya, but it must be without any ulterior motives, then I consider it is Uttama Bhakti or Uttamam Adita, means the best knowledge. Because Hiranyakashipu asked, what is the best teaching you got from Guru? Then he said, this is the best teaching about devotion to Krishna. So it is not performed and then offered. It has to be first offered. Yourself you have to be offered, and with this intention for him. Then if you do Shravan, Kirtan, Smaran, everything, then it will be Bhakti. Otherwise it will not be Bhakti. And we should do only Bhakti and preach only Bhakti, not other things. Our Gurudev, when that Sylvie came to Gurudev, then she was coming and she said, he's very kind person. And when she told me in room, I told that time, she said, I have faith in God, but also some doubts. But if I could see God, then I would have no doubts. Then, as you remember, I told, then Gurudev seeing her, at that time, he told, you cannot see him with these eyes, but you can see with transcendental eyes by his grace. So you have to chant his name. You call him. You call him, and because every child has a right to call his parents. So God is everyone's parent. We are his children. So everyone has a right to call him. Every jiva, birthright. So every jiva has a right to do bhakti. Here it is written, either inside Varnashram Dharma or outside, or woman or anyone, this does not matter. Every jiva has a right or qualification to do bhakti by calling his father. So here Gurudev instructed, when he saw that she is having faith and she is willing to realize, then he told you chant. Hearing these words from his son, Hiranyakashipu, his lips trembling, spoke angrily to the son of Shukracharya. You have to see in this verse, this is very, very important. We are only hearing this Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, the forms of devotion. But this is most important. Iti Punksharpita Vishnu. It is in commentary of all Vaishnava Acharyas that this is very important. Without surrender, there can be no devotion. It will be karma. Surrender means, you know, I am of him. I belong to him. Then when you know this, then you will do for him. Then it will be bhakti, otherwise not. Many Mayavadis, they are chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, but they are not surrendered to Supreme Lord. They don't believe in Supreme Lord, eternal form of Supreme Lord like this, but they are chanting in another conception. So someone will think, why you are saying they are impersonalists? They are chanting, they are doing this deity worship, also they do everything. I said, no, you don't know. They are background. So outwardly it seems same, but it is not. So if there is no surrender, bona fide surrender in the background, then that cannot be devotion. And we should also not preach these devotional forums in a wrong way. There you will find in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, these sadhana bhaktis, they are potent in themselves. They are Swarup Siddha Bhakti, means forum is correct. And those five, Sadhu Sangha, Nama Kirtan, Bhagavat Shravan, and Srimurtir Shradaya Sevan, they're the most powerful. There it is written, if someone has got little contact with them, means little practice, and if he has no offense in his heart, then immediately he will come to bhava stage. Immediately. No these stages, anartha, nivritti, nishta, this. Immediately by that little sangha, means little practice, he will come to bhava stage immediately, because of if there are no offenses. But if there are offenses, then it will take time to rectify all those, and gradually you can come. So they are powerful. We have to do them, and if someone does knowingly or unknowingly, that will also be good for him. Ambarish Maharaj, not Ambarish, Ajamil, he chanted Narayan, but he had no offense. So immediately his sins and everything was removed, and he got liberation, and he was hearing Harikatha from Vishnu Dutas. After that, with faith, he went to Vishnu Mandir, temple of Vishnu, because he heard the glories of Vishnu, Bhagavan. From Vishnu Dutas, their sadhus, their gurus, they did not initiate him. For Harinam, you don't need initiation. But you have to chant with relation. For that, we need sadhu sangha, and they are giving as initiation for that purpose, so that it will be for Vishnu. So then he went to Vishnu temple, and with faith he was chanting. Then he got Vaikuntha. So Hiranyakashipu told, "O unqualified Brahmana, fool, what is this? Disrespecting me, you have deceptively taken shelter of the enemy and taught nonsense to the boy." Means he's chastising Sanda and Tamarka, because he asked, what you learned from gurus? And Prahlad Maharaj, I learned from gurus this, Vishnu Bhakti. So he became angry. In this world, there are dishonest, false friends who disguise themselves. Just as disease appears in sinful persons with time, their hatred will also manifest in time. Means someone doing sinful activities secretly, but the result will be seen when disease will come. Then you can know, oh, he did. Like that, they are disguised. They are like friends. Look like friends. They behave like friends. But in time, their real nature will come out. So now I can see you are my enemies. You are supporting Vishnu. Yes, by my good fortune, your partiality to the enemy has been revealed after so many days. Today I will give you a suitable gift. So here in commentary, the hatred of those with false friendship will become evident by faith, just as disease becomes manifest in a sinner. Then he's quoting Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, one verse from Smriti. The killer of a Brahmana gets tuberculosis. The alcoholic gets discolored teeth. The gold thief gets diseased nails. He who violates the guru's wife gets leprosy. This is from Yagyavalkya Smriti. There are also other examples there. So it means you may do secretly, but that will be shown in time. The sons of Shukracharya said, Sanda and Tamarka, O enemy of Indra, O king, whatever your son Prahlad has said was not taught to him by me or anyone else. This is his natural tendency. Give up your anger and do not find fault in us. So here this word is there. Naisargikiyam matir asya rajan. It is naisargiki, means natural. You will find in Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's Harinam Chintamani, when examining Ruchi, then he said by this so many samskaras, devotional impressions over many lifetimes, and with sadhusanga like this, one Ruchi will manifest. Shanta Dasya Sakavat, that will manifest. But this Ruchi is Jivatma's Naisargik, it is natural. That sadhusanga is that you need, that will manifest, that which is already Naisargik, natural. And he says that if disciple is feeling natural spiritual inclination towards Sakyaras, Guru should give him process for that way, not for Madhuras, for everyone. So this is Bhaktivinoda Thakur's contribution, because he saw that unqualified gurus were giving wrong siddhadehas when instructing. Though Goswamis, 6 Goswamis did not mention about this Siddha Ruchi, they said that Ruchi will be determined by so many impressions from past life and in this life and particular sadhu sangha, then one Ruchi will be manifest. But Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he spoke this for a reason, because that if Guru is unqualified, then he will impose something on disciple, but that will not be according to his nature. And he is giving example that Shyamananda Prabhu first had to worship in Sakya Rasa because his rasa was not properly determined. Then in the association of Jiva Goswami, he came to know about his Siddha Ruchi, that in Madhuras. Of course, there for this Lila there are different explanations, but Bhaktivinoda Thakur used it here for making this point that Guru should be qualified to know. And also Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, disciple, when he will do bhajan, when that Ruchi will appear in him, particular Ruchi, like in Jaiva Dharma we see, they were doing Vaidhi Bhakti and they purified heart. Then they were hearing Bhagavatam Katha, Krishna Lila. Then that their natural Ruchi was connected to that Brajavasi, like one was attracted to Lalita, another was to Subal. That which was eternal got connected there, and they decided that. There are so many rasas, but natural selection, detection from nature was from his eternal nature to that eternal bhav. So they told to Guru, I feel this. Then he said yes. And he said, I feel this. So like that, in Harinam Chintamani, Bhaktivinoda Thakur made this point that disciple should also tell Guru his inclination, and they should, that should be settled. That the Guru understands same and disciple has same. Otherwise, there will be wrong instruction. That is why that Ajata Ruchi Raganuga Sadhan is potentially problematic. If Guru is unqualified, then they will think Chaitanya Mahaprabhu only came to give Manjari Bhav, so everyone has to be Manjaris, and by his own imagination, he gives Manjari Bhav, Ekadash Bhav to that disciple, but his Atma is not in that. So then what will happen? That is why Prabhupada and Bhaktivinoda Thakur made this system that when you will come to Ruchi level and you will also feel your particular attraction for particular seva in Lila, then Guru will also engage you in that. Of course, if Guru is realized soul, there is no problem at any time. Like back in Jaiva Dharma, we see that Guru, first one was Prem Das Babaji, I think, when that sannyasi Thakur came, but he was also already very liberated soul. He had control over senses and everything. He was by Mayavad, he was already on liberated platform. But by the grace of Vaishnava, he got taste for devotion to Krishna, and also he got that prem for a moment. He felt that bliss by hearing from that pure devotee. So he was fully attracted now to devotion, and he had no these worldly desires. That day, Prem Das Babaji, he told him, you are Ramana Manjari. So here there was no necessity of him telling like that. Directly he told him. Because Guru saw in meditation, that is okay. But Guru should be realized, so then he can get proper information in meditation. Otherwise not. And that is why also Bhaktivinoda Thakur told that disciples should come to that level to detect some his natural inclination. Then with Guru also it will be confirmed. Otherwise it should not be settled. Prabhupada also wrote in one letter. He said nowadays many people, they are imposing something on others. They are giving siddha, imposing. But that is not proper, deceitful imposing. He said the process is disciples should chant pure name and come to that level. When this will start to manifest in his heart, then he should tell to Guru. Then Guru will guide him. He will confirm and guide if it is genuine spiritual taste. But if Guru is realized, then there is no any problem. But in Gauriya Math, we are following this approach. First Vaidhi, but also hearing Krishna Lila for Kartik. And if that greed awakens in you, then Guru will guide you how to practice that, and you will attain. But more prominently after Ruchi, you will get that internal also. So in this way. So tomorrow, so it is Naisargik. Like they told, we did not teach him. And no one else taught. It is by his nature. It is Naisargik. It is spontaneous, the devotion from Jiva coming to Supreme Lord. So there is also Naisargik Ruchi, natural Ruchi, Siddha Ruchi. And Siddha Deho, everything is already there. But how to realize, there is a process. So tomorrow is Ekadashi here, we will further hear. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hari Bol, 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 Hari Bol. Jai Shri Shri Guru Gauranga गांधर्विका गिरिधारी जीव की जय। जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांगो श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन पंचदत्तात्मक श्री गौर हरि की जय। जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांगो श्री श्री राधा नयननाथ जीव की जय। जय श्री गौर नित्यानंद प्रभु की जय। जय श्री जगन्नाथ देव की जय। जय शिला गुरुदेव की जय। जय शिला परम गुरुदेव की जय। जय शिला प्रभुपाद की जय। जय श्री रूपानुग गुरुवर की जय। जय श्री पंचतत्व प्रभु की जय। जय श्री वृंदा देवी तुलसी देवी की जय। जय सर्व विघ्न विनाशनकारी श्री नृसिंह देव की जय। जय श्री प्रहलाद महाराज की जय। जय श्री श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। जय अनंत गति वैष्णव वृंद की जय। जय समागत भक्त वृंद की जय। जय श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। गौर प्रमानंदे हरि बोल। थैंक यू, दंडवत प्रणाम, हरि बोल।